when I'm teaching insurance agents, okay, I have been in their shoes all my life. I've taught people from next that have just walked into the business that are getting licensed all the way up to people that should have been teaching me. Okay. Um, I've done every job in an insurance agency except accounting. I've done every single job that you can find in an insurance agency. So I can equate to what they're doing and how much time they're spending and how much effort it is and how frustrating it can be. And then you got to sit in front of somebody who's trying to teach you, and then you got to take a test. Okay. And yeah, that's frustrating and that's upsetting. And I've done it for years. So I guess I can identify with them. And
Right.
then when I'm talking to people that aren't in the insurance business, and I'm talking about the cyber or some other topic, you just have to identify with them. You have to understand that they have needs and they want to understand what their problems are. And if you can get to that problem, the issues that they have, they'll listen and they'll equate themselves to what you're trying to tell them.
I wanted to ask because so to me, so much of good and effective teaching is just good and effective training, coaching, or management in a lot of circumstances. Now, management, not as much, but a little bit. And I was curious as to what you were going to say because so many people nowadays are struggling with effectively managing teams, getting what they want out of their teams. And I think a really important way to get what you want out of your team is to train them effectively and make expectations clear. And I was curious to see what you would say. And I mean, I think it just makes a ton of sense. Understand them, so have some empathy.
Yeah,
Actually, be a fucking expert in what you're talking about. So
yeah,
have done the roles.
yeah,
Like if you're trying to lead people, if you're trying to lead a sales department, but you've never done sales, that's gonna be
yeah.
tough. If you're
And
trying to lead a restaurant and you've never worked in a restaurant, it's gonna be fucking tough.
yeah,
No knock on anybody without the skills. It's tough to
yeah.
lead without the skills.
And if you don't understand who you're talking to, how are you going to help them?